All right, let's dive in. So, why didn't Mohbad go to the hospital? Or why didn't the wife take Mohbad to the hospital? Or why didn't the friends take Mohbad to the? Or why? What's going on? He had that magnitude of injury, and why didn't he go to the hospital? But you know, Wumi hasn't come out to say anything since then. But she has some alibi speaking for her, the likes of her sister and her aunt. But her aunt touched on it, so I think we'll be dealing on that matter. So I would like you guys to hear what the aunt said. Hold on. All right, let's go.
We know that at one point in Mohbad's life, he had what we call a drug-induced psychosis. We believe that Mohbad had, like came in contact with drugs from the Malian's place that just did not, his body could not take. And that then automatically pushed him into like having temporary psychosis for a period of time. Now, we also heard, how do I know that he had a drug-induced psychosis? Now, Naira Marley himself, in an interview or on his page, said that Mohbad.
Please, you guys, I know you're supposed to hear why he didn't go to the hospital, but please just be patient. We're trying to get there, so don't go away, please. Let's continue.
Was forgetting his lyrics, he was forgetting the password to his phone, he was forgetting the basic things that he uses on a daily basis. He also said that, Yoko Mama Soro, out of points. What is that? Psychosis. His wife also said, oh yeah, he would be hearing voices, he would think people are after him, he would like be scared, he couldn't sleep, it was paranoid. Yes, yeah, he was having paranoia, it was this, it was that. All of this can be drug induced. Wumi made a statement and said, my husband was already dead before his actual fight. Now let's look at that. What does that mean? It means that this boy had no essence. It means that she said, oh, he couldn't sleep. We know that Mohbad was hypertensive. What brought all of these health concerns? All of it is centered around the Malians. So the Malians may not have been there the day within 48 hours of this boy's fight, but we are saying that the Malians have questions to answer. Like when he broke out of the record label, what then happened? What was the issue with Naira Marley and Mohbad? Now, what was the issue with Sam Larry and Mohbad? Why were they like after him? What did he do? So it's not okay to say, no, I don't know anything about his spy. It's not okay to say that because Nigerians are asking questions. What actually happened? Even the police in their statement have already tagged this thing to be medical negligence. Now, that if he's asked, oh yes, we're going to fault Mohbad for his spy because, he himself, that if he's, why was Mohbad scared of the clinic, of the hospital, of going to, is because, like we said, he already had this paranoia, and his wife said that he believed the Malians are everywhere. In his head, the Malians are everywhere. The Malians are watching him, so he wouldn't even go to the hospital. He even did that with his wife. She was pregnant, and he wouldn't let her go to the hospital. She had to use Alagboa, local, maternity, whatever they call them, because he was scared. For him, the Malians are everywhere. He said that he went to the doctors or something at one point, and they refused to treat him. And in his head, okay, it's the Malians who have said the doctors cannot treat him because his head was already messed up. So that's like a very quick analysis. I know people are saying, oh yeah, you're talking too much. Yes, I'll talk a lot because we're talking about someone here. We're talking about somebody who could be lynched. Just last week, me cried for help and said, people are monitoring me, people are watching me. I saw a car outside my house. People are like, I don't feel safe. This is what we Nigerians have done. It is all on us. We could not protect Mohbad. Now we cannot protect his wife and his child. When people come online to defend Wumi, then, oh yes, they are like the same. And I say this again, because for me, I cannot relate to a woman crying her husband. Why? I cannot relate to it, so I cannot buy it. I cannot understand it that Wumi has a hand in what's by her husband.
So that's it. So first of all, they said he had psychosis. Psychosis means kulu madness. The wife said he was hearing voices. He couldn't sleep. Blah blah black sheep. What did she do? How did she seek help for the husband? Did she seek any form of help for the husband? Throughout what the auntie, it's like a 30-minute interview with Daddy Freeze. But there was no place where the auntie mentioned she tried seeking help for the husband. What shocked me the most was that your husband had already been buyed before his actual buying. Man, that was the most irresponsible thing to say as a wife. It was just too irresponsible. And your auntie now add the icing to the cake by saying he had no essence. If he had no essence, why don't she just take her child and move away? He had no essence. Man, that was too disgusting to hear. Now, they said she's scared of going to the hospital because the Malians are everywhere. How does that sound? The wife was also, he was scared that the Malians were everywhere, and that's why his wife didn't go to the hospital to give birth. She had to use the local facility. Wow. She said even the police termed it to be medical negligence. She has shifted from Naira Marley to medical negligence. No, she started with paranoia, Naira Marley, medical negligence. Now let's deal with that. Remember, she said the doctor couldn't treat him. He said the doctor said whatever, and he concluded that the doctor said he wouldn't treat him because the Malians told the doctor not to. And they were aware that everything he was saying at the time was based on him having psychosis, like they said. Not me, they said. That somebody is mad. Now, and you guys claim you're sane. Somebody mad is telling you guys that it's okay, that he doesn't want to go to the hospital, and you believe him. Doesn't it show that you yourself, your head no correct? Now because, okay, let's assume he was mad. Now because he know wear dirty clothes. You said he had temporal psychosis. That's madness. Psychosis is madness. Psychosis is madness. Somebody way mad tell you say no one go hospital, and you claim say the wife way they sane, no drag am. Don't forget in all these things saying the fear. Let's consider the threat was real. Me, I hear say your man a police officer. In all these cases going on, man, she hasn't come out, she hasn't spoken. What's going on? Even your mother allow you, Wumi, your mother allow you, make you no go hospital, go give birth. It doesn't show the family has some square. Your mama allow you use alagbo, like she called it, to give birth. What if you had complications along the line? What would you have said? That a madman told you not to use the hospital and you agreed. Now you expect us to believe what Mohbad said about others, about Naira Marley and co. But yet you tagged him psychosis. Man. We don't start her own. It's better you guys take her and go check her up. Because now she don't talk, say car. So in front of her house, make car no park again. If she dey walk, make people no look her again. She don't start her own psychosis. Make una check into her matter before it's too late. It's just an advice. So practically your niece was living with a madman. Is that what you're trying to tell us? Man, make we dey think, oh. Make we still get conscience. You claim you are insane, and somebody mad told you he doesn't want to go to the hospital, that he's scared, and you are saying it, that in his head, not in real terms, in his head, the Malians are everywhere, and yet you believed him. You bought into his own narrative as a madman, as somebody that's paranoia. You bought into his narrative. Between you and who know well. Your own case is even worse. I tell you, go and check yourself.